Have you ever thought that the only way to refresh your home is through a major reno? Welcome to GA Atelier, the podcast where intentional interior design meets mindful living. I'm your host, Jihan Askar, and I'm here with you on this journey to transform our living spaces into sanctuaries that reflect our unique story, personality, style, and lifestyle, while elevating our everyday life at home. So step inside my design workshop and let's design your home together. So we often think transformation happens only with big changes, a full renovation, a complete redesign. But in reality, you can have some of the biggest shifts from the smallest adjustments, the smallest incremental changes. Just like in life, where one small change can create a ripple effect, we can apply the same principle to our homes. A 1-degree shift might seem subtle at first, but over time, it can completely change the way a space looks, functions, and feels. So today I want to explore that 1-degree shift concept. The power of small changes, those subtle, intentional shifts that may seem minor, but with time, they can completely change how you feel in your space, in your home. These tiny adjustments that you might not even notice, or maybe even other people will not notice, but they can have a profound impact on your home. They feel almost invisible until suddenly the space feels right, just right. These intentional shifts create that ripple effect that we're looking for in how you ultimately experience your space, because you're building them over time. It's incremental. It's small shifts here and there. And the nice thing about the 1-degree shift is that you don't have to overhaul everything at once, because that could be a little overwhelming and you don't even know where to start. And because it's also not necessarily about big changes, it's about the right changes. They're also very simple. They are easier to implement, and they're sustainable because you can do them over time, and they will still create a big impact. So the key is to start with those small changes and to start where you are right now, with what you have right now, and not even think about what do I need to bring in that is new or what needs to completely shift. Just start with what you have today. And when you start making small shifts like that, your space begins to align more with your style and your lifestyle. Because, like we've discussed before in many podcasts, your style and lifestyle are always evolving. So you want your home to evolve with you. But sometimes you don't know where to start. So the small shifts will align with that slowly and with the way you want to feel every day in your home. And these small shifts create momentum. That's, I think, one of the most important thing about them is that they give you that energy to keep moving forward, because you're making small wins and small impactful changes quickly. They move you from not quite right or feeling that something is missing in a space or something needs to change to this feels like me. Over time, this is slowly getting there. A 1-degree shift is sometimes all it takes to set your space on a whole new trajectory, and you keep that momentum going. So when we embrace this approach, designing a home or redesigning a home stops feeling, overwhelming, and it starts feeling like an easy process or a more approachable process. You don't have to keep putting it off. You can just, like I said, start where you are today, and you might discover you might not need a full renovation. That 1 degree shift is all it takes to completely change your space and the way you live and function in it. I learned to do that over time in my home. I like to experiment with small changes whenever I feel a shift is needed. And that allows me to almost test things around before committing to a bigger change. And this is where styling comes in. It's one of the simplest, fastest ways to change your space and bring new life and new energy to it. And it has an immediate impact on how your home looks and how it feels. It's simple, but not always easy. You have to experiment a lot and try a lot of things to see what will work for you. And if you need guidance to identify that small shift in your home and what has the potential to make a big impact with those small changes, then the Styling Hour is for you. In just 1 hour, I work with you to assess, define, edit, and refine your space to make that small but meaningful change that will shift everything for you. The link to book your session is in the show notes. I'm offering 5 spots and you can reserve yours today. I hope today's episode has inspired you to start with that 1 degree shift today in your home and see what happens. Thank you for joining my atelier. If you enjoyed that episode, please consider writing a review or send it to a friend who might be interested in that 1 degree shift. And I'll see you in the next episode.